Hello. In this video, we will talk about the 2019 October SAT exam, section 4, question 28. Before we start, I'm going to mention this quickly that on the front page of the section 4, on the actual SAT exam, there are some equations that will be very useful for your exam, and on the page there, I screenshotted, posted here on the right upper corner with the red border. So these are the very important information that you will have to use for this problem. Okay, so what you see here is a little trapezoid, and it is made by 3 equilateral triangle, and it provides some very crucial information. First, it is each one of these triangles, it's an equilateral triangle. The perimeter is going to be 20 centimeters. So now to help us visualize this diagram better, I'm going to do this, okay, just to show that all sides are the same. And if it sets the perimeter is going to be 20 centimeters, that means all the sides right here, okay, would add up to 20. Okay, so that's very important. So what is the combined area of the shaded regions, the two triangles, in square centimeters of the logo? Okay, so we would like to first wonder, okay, what is the length of each side? So if we take a closer look on the diagram, we can see that the perimeter is made by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides of the equilateral triangles. Okay, of the 3 equilateral triangles, and since there are 5 sides and the perimeter is a total of 20 centimeters, so therefore, well, if you just do 20 centimeters divided by 5, you can easily find out that each side it's going to be 4 centimeters. Okay, so let me clean up this diagram so that you can see better. So every single side right here is 4 centimeters. Okay, now there are actually 2 ways to do this. One, it's a more direct way, but that involves an equation that's not printed on the page. So you might have to know this by heart, and if you do, you would know that. So I'm going to share this with you. So for equilateral triangles, there's an equation for the area. The area is equal to square root 3 over 4 times the side square. So if you know that, you can simply plug the side length into this equation, and you can solve for the area of one equilateral triangle and multiply it by 2. So I can go ahead and do that. It's going to take a little bit of time, well, small amount of time only. So I would do just that. And so 4 squared is 16 divided by 4, or if you do your simplification right here, so each triangle would have an area of 4 square root 3 centimeters square. Okay, and since there are 2 of them, so we will multiply this by 2. So 4 square root 3 times 2 is equal to 8 square root 3. So the answer is right here, C. Now, but if you have not touched the geometry topic for a long time, you might not know this. So we're gonna use a method that it's based on the given information, and we can still figure it out. It may take just a little bit more time to get to the same answer. Okay, so here we go. Now, one thing that you should know is that all the angles in an equilateral triangle, it's going to be 60 degrees. So what we can do is that we can draw a line right here that will be the height of one triangle. And the reason why we do that is because first, we want to find the height so that we can use this equation, the 1/2 base times height, to find the area of the triangle. And also, we can actually find the height pretty easily if you know that this height or altitude technically, altitude, it's gonna split the angle into two halves. So we have a 30-degree angle right here at the top, and then we have a right angle at the bottom, right next to the height, and then we have a 60-degree angle right here, and that is our special triangle. Okay, so just make sure you apply the concept of a special triangle, a 30, 60, 90-degree triangle very well here. So, so this is the X right here that's facing the 30-degree angle. Okay, the X means the length of that side. Okay, and right here, so it would be this side right here. And what's the length? Well, the whole base is going to be 4 centimeters, but since we cut the base into 2 halves as well, which is a property of equilateral triangle, this will be just 2 centimeters. Okay, and we have the 2x, which is the hypotenuse. We have the 4 centimeters, which works out just fine. And then what's the height? Well, the height it's going to be 2 square root 3, because it is x square root 3. So based on this, we can say, all right, the area is equal to 1/2 base times height. What is the base of the whole equilateral triangle? The base is going to be 4 centimeters, and the height is going to be 2 square root 3. So if you can cancel out the 2's, because one of them is in the numerator, the other one is in the denominator, we can easily get the area of one triangle, which is 4 square root 3. And don't be tempted to circle this as the answer, because this is only the area of one triangle. So in order to get 2 triangles area, you need to multiply this by 2, which is the reason why the answer is also C, h square root 3. So in order to do this question successfully, I would say that you must know the setting of an equilateral triangle, which is all sides are equal, all angles are equal, and each angle is going to be 60 degrees. Okay, and then you can draw a little line that represents the height, and that it's going to be an angle bisector. Okay, splitting the top angle into 2 halves, 30 degrees each. And also it's going to be the segment bisector, which cuts the base area right here, the base length into 2 halves. So so you have a little 30, 60, 90 triangle like this, and this will be the 2, this will be the 30 degrees, this is the right angle, this is the 4 centimeters, 2 centimeters, and this is why we have the 2 square root 3 centimeters. So using this, you find the height. So make sure you process your thoughts in a very logical manner, one step at a time. Don't rush, and make sure that there's an inner voice telling you that, hey, that's just the area of a one triangle right here. Don't circle that as the answer. You're going to find both triangles area together in order to get to the answer. After watching this video, did you learn something new? I hope this video helps you. If it does, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and also make sure to check out other videos on this channel. See you soon.